Coming up on Mountain News this morning, kids in our region line up at an Eastern Kentucky Medical Center to get vaccinated against COVID-19. And an organization tries to ease some misconceptions about donating bone marrow, which can save someone else's life.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Chas Gayhart. It is 4:59 on Monday, November 15th. Let's go over and check in with Brandon Robinson in our Weather Center. We're back together again.
We are. Welcome back, TV wife.
Oh, I love it, TV husband.
That's right. One-day appearance this week. Unfortunately, Dakota's still out this morning. We hope to have him back tomorrow. We're glad to have you here in his place. Let's take a look at that cold forecast after a cold front rolled through last night. Breezy at times out there, even a couple of flakes of snow flying there for some in the overnight hours, especially near the Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee borders. But the clouds slowly starting to clear out this morning. That's giving us some cooler temperatures already down in the 20s in Wise and Monticello this morning, getting pretty close there in Williamsburg and Irvin. And where else we got that's pretty close there? It looks like that's about it. Got 32 though in Pikeville, London, and Somerset. Temperatures will continue to drop for a little while longer. So a little extra because it's Monday, and max warming needed just because those temperatures are still going down. Out the door forecast, I do believe we get into the upper 20s or low 30s by the time we get into the 7 o'clock hour there, and then we'll start a trend upward today, but not a lot. Only about 47 for a daytime high, even with some sunshine. Jess?
Thank you, Brandon. A Big Stone Gap, Virginia police officer shot and killed in the line of duty is being remembered. Officials say Saturday morning, Officer Michael Chandler went to a home in the 2500 block of Orr Street to do a welfare check before he was shot on the property by at least one person. He later died at Johnson City Medical Center. Saturday was Officer Chandler's 29th birthday. One man is in custody and charges in connection to the shooting are pending. We reached out to numerous officials and no additional details about the investigation were released. Virginia Governor Ralph Northam ordered flags to be lowered half-staff across the state. An escort will be held today to honor Officer Chandler. The escort is expected to begin around noon at Roanoke Medical Examiner's office and will be led by Wise County Deputy Sheriff Natasha Smith Chandler, who is Officer Chandler's wife. They will escort Chandler back home to his family and friends in Big Stone Gap. First responders are encouraged to join the procession, traveling 81 South, Route 19, and 58 West through Coburn, the City of Norton, and US 23 South. We have more information on our website, WYMT.com. A new permanent memorial will be built honoring the memory of those lost during the pandemic. Lexington artist Amanda Matthew was chosen to create the memorial.
I hope they feel the presence of their loved ones, of their family members, of other Kentuckians, and they feel a sense of belonging and unity.
For the COVID memorial.
The memorial monument will be called United We Stand, Divided We Fall, after Kentucky's state motto. Governor Andy Beshear expects it will take about 6 months to construct. There will be an unveiling and dedication at Monument Park when it's complete. More than 100 children lined up Saturday at King's Daughters Medical Center, some eager to get the COVID-19 vaccine and begin to move forward through this ongoing pandemic. The clinic had scheduled appointments for 160 children, ages 5 to 11, but we're also taking walk-ins and we're able to give 300 shots. Their second dose will be on December 11th from 8:30 to 4:30. Some parents say they've waited a long while for a chance to get their child vaccinated against coronavirus.
Doing the whole virtual school thing and just the, just everything that everyone's been going through the last couple of years, and so just thought this might be an opportunity to push forward and get past that.
He says his two children were excited and even looking forward to the clinic, which in turn made him eager to get them in for their appointment. And the CDC reports that more than 1 million children under the age of 12 have received their first dose of the vaccine nationwide. It's been 2 weeks since the FDA authorized the coronavirus vaccine for children ages 5 to 11 years old. Currently, 195 million Americans have been fully vaccinated. That's 59% of the U.S. population. And about 15% of all fully vaccinated people have received an additional dose or booster to date. The First Lady and Surgeon General visited Texas Children's Hospital on Sunday to encourage parents to get their kids the COVID-19 vaccine. Coronavirus is among the top 10 causes of death for children in 2021, but it can be prevented with the vaccine in children as young as 5. First Lady Jill Biden and Surgeon General Vivek Murthy toured a pediatric vaccination clinic in Houston as part of their awareness campaign. An infectious disease specialist with the Children's Hospital says demand for the pediatric vaccine has been very high. Be the Match Marrow Registry matches thousands of patients with marrow donors each year, but there are several misconceptions that might prevent people from registering. Movies and television shows depict bone marrow donations as a serious surgery, and in some cases it can be. But more often than not, donors can provide their healthy stem cells through a peripheral blood stem transplant. This is an outpatient IV treatment that is less invasive and takes only a few hours.
We also make sure that the donor is safe, and we really care for them in the way that we care for our patients. So it's an amazing, amazing experience, and I think those who have gone on to donate would tell anyone that was listening to this interview that they would do it again in a heartbeat, and that it was one of the most meaningful things they've ever done in their lives.
If you're interested in learning more about the marrow donation process, you can visit the Match's website. The U.S. government announced a large hike in Medicare premiums. The 14.5% increase in Part B premiums is the largest spike since 2016. It will take monthly payments for those in the lowest income bracket from about $148 to about $170 in 2022. Part B coverage includes physician services, outpatient hospital services, certain home health services, medical equipment, and medications given in a doctor's office. The federal government blamed the pandemic for the need in the increase. Well, thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Just ahead, some people across the U.S. may have experienced some higher than usual temps during the Halloween celebrations. Find out more when we come back.
And also when we come back, while the conditions stay calm for the first half of this week, the temperatures, well, they're a different story. I'll track that upward trend in about 3 minutes.